Hey riders, Pete here again, and today I'm diving into KTM's 890 Adventure R, which is arguably the king of off-road adventure machines. We're going to take it out for a spin. Let's see what it's all about. So, KTM's 890 Adventure R. Now look, I think KTM really, and arguably, kicked off the big bore performance adventure bike back in the early 2000s when they entered the 950 into the Dakar Rally, and then we had the offshoot of that, which was the 950 Adventure for the road, then the 990, and I think the 890 is a natural progression of that, and it retains that off-road performance that those other models were famous for. Now, I don't think there's too many people who would argue that, if they're being honest with themselves, that the 890 Adventure R is probably the most capable big bore twin cylinder adventure bike on the market. But what makes it so good off-road? Well, you've got immediate things like the high guard, a short screen so you don't throat punch yourself. But there's little things too, like the gear lever and the brake lever. They're quite tucked in. A lot of big adventure bikes are sort of swinging out in the breeze a bit. It really feels like a dirt bike. On top of that, you sit on top of the seat rather than sit in the bike. The whole bike has a real enduro or mega enduro sort of feel to it. Now, I'm not going to dive too deeply into the specs, so I'll just skirt around the basics and the most important things. I think the first thing to talk about is the 889cc engine. It's a parallel twin and it's a firecracker. It's as simple as that. So what KTM has managed to do is give it a screaming top end, chunky middle end, but it doesn't lack in the bottom end. It punches out of corners, no problems at all. It's a really enthusiastic engine. I'm a massive fan, always have been, even when it was in the 790 before it. So the tank has to be mentioned as well. As you can see, the fuel is held very low on the bike. That does two things. It lowers the center of gravity, obviously, and it takes away that top heavy feel that you can get with some adventure bikes. What it also does is make the bike quite narrow through the waist. So whether you're standing or sitting, it makes the bike really easy to move around on. Now, there's one area where I think the KTM has an edge over its competition, and that is its suspension. You've got a fully adjustable fork on the front, fully adjustable shock on the rear, and it's ready for all occasions, this suspension. Whether you're on the highway, whether you're just on a dirt road, or you're scaling rocks, it's up for the challenge. There's 240 millimeters of travel on this bad boy, so it's proper dirt bike territory. With that increase in suspension travel, you've got a quite high seat height of 880 mils, so not for the short of leg. Although it is high, it's fairly comfortable still. It's not GS territory, I'm not going to pretend, but it's got 20 litres of fuel on board this bad boy, so you can do some miles and the seat's capable of it. As I mentioned before, the other thing is the screen. It's quite short, so there is a little bit of buffeting around your helmet. There is accessory options available for you there, so you can change that around. So the 890 is absolutely packed with tech. Now, this particular model that we're testing has the tech pack added, which I think is a worthwhile addition to any 890 purchase. That gets you cruise control, quick shifter, and a rally mode. So what I really like about the rally mode is this slip adjuster. So it allows you to control how much you drift the back. You can adjust your throttle response. You've got ABS, which is switchable. You've also got motor slip regulation, which means if the back wheel locks up, the KTM will take care of that for you. All that is controlled by a 6-axis IMU, the brains of the machine. So the pros and cons of the 890 Adventure R. Well, the pros are simply its off-road performance. It is the benchmark as far as I'm concerned. The cons, there are a couple. Firstly, I would like a dedicated mode switch on the switch block rather than having to dive into the menu to swap modes. And there's the elephant in the room. There's torque, we all know what it is, but KTM stands behind their product. They're offering a 4-year warranty on the 890 Adventure R. They also, only in Australia, put a Unifilter foam filter in this thing and a pre-filter as well to stop our unique dust getting into that engine. So the KTM 890 Adventure R is in stores now, so head into your local dealership and check one out. Ask the guys about a trade-in, ask them about a test ride, and check out their financing options. So if you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more awesome two-wheel reviews.